Comedian's wife officially ruined his career. Akaash Singh. Oh my goodness. Man, I thought this whole thing was over with. I thought we were done talking about him. I thought he was up and coming at this point. But looks like his wife is still on that BS. Let's go ahead and get to the video, man.
So the hottest story at the end of 2025 was a comedian named Akaash Singh getting humiliated by his wife.
I saw her from the back, you know what I mean? I saw her from the back first.
For years, Akaash spoke about this woman like she was an angel sent down from heaven to be with him, ridiculing many celebrity relationships throughout the years on his podcast, with the most infamous one being Will Smith with the whole Chris Rock slapping saga.
Oh, I didn't know that was Jade. I thought that was Megamind from the Disney cartoon. I did not know.
Yes. Will said that about your girl.
Again, also different.
You're not hitting them?
Also different because our wives aren't celebrities. They don't put themselves out there.
Yeah.
You put themselves out there, I swear I would look at you and be like, yo, and it would be a fight. And I'm not great at fighting with my wife, but it would be a fight where it's like, hey, you also got to understand that comes with this life.
I'm going to defend my wife. Yo, stand up for your wife, bro.
In private.
In fact, many of the quotes from this specific podcast have now aged horrifically for Akaash in the modern day.
We supposed to keep this on the low. You couldn't control and keep it on the low, and I look stupid, and you angry at me?
I'm the one getting embarrassed, and then I call you out on wording, and you get, yeah, that's what I said. No, it's not what you said.
I agree with you guys 100%.
She could be a bitch.
And we all know after a long, explosive feud with the Red Pill community, and specifically Fresh and Fit.
The way I look at it is, you watch them you see them evolutionary charts from Neanderthal to Homo sapien?
Yeah.
Y'all are the first motherfucker out of Neanderthal.
A light was shined on various TikToks and podcasts that his wife made that made her look shallow, materialistic, and really just like an egomaniac.
That is actually my number one. They must be generous with their finances from day one.
And as time went on, the clips just kept coming, new things were surfacing, and it only got more and more embarrassing for our Indian friend. Now after that entire thing went down last year, the pair have actually both doubled down against their detractors, as Jasleen constantly posts about the hate she receives, which she blames on bots.
If you don't know what the controversy was, a lot of red pill and misogynistic men tried to cancel me because I said I popped my pussy. Big fucking deal. Like, get the fuck over it.
And she also went to get Glaze to know.
Brothers, y'all want y'all girl or wife saying that on the internet? Be honest.
No end by this clown on his podcast.
Akaash and Jasleen are gonna profit from this, by the way. Like, y'all think that, Akaash really mad, right? Like, that don't change y'all life. Y'all still living in your mom's bedroom, talking about, his life over. Meanwhile, him and Jasleen sitting around, grabbing a check, opening up her, 5th Birkin.
Part of that is probably true. She's probably getting money. She can get money off of this because she's getting publicity. But Akaash seems to be apparently still on the downhill.
This all while Akaash, on the other hand, had to admit that the hate affected him deeply.
I don't know. I don't feel like things really phase you like that. So I couldn't gauge if it really hurt.
I was deeply phased.
But what?
Here he would also throw out some threats.
Is it on site or are you evolved at this point?
If we want beef, I'll destroy everything. I'll burn everything down. Where you came on my wife, let's just burn it all down.
So it was clear that the endless abyss of comments and commentary really did a number on our guy.
Really? This useless bitch.
Which is like, good job, me, ground me.
And even till this day, Akaash is still posting very passive-aggressive things. Like when he sold out the Radio City Music Hall just last month, he captioned the post sarcastically saying she ruined his career. Which was obviously a nod at the people talking about the Jasleen files. At the end of the day, I don't think that anyone felt like he would just die from a career standpoint. But the entire situation just made him kind of the joke of the month on the internet. Either way, after the show at the Radio City Music Hall, people noticed that none of the guys from the Flagrant podcast appeared to be in attendance. And even if they were, apparently Akaash did not give them the time of day. Not only that, but Akaash would silently remove the show from his social media pages, and he stopped appearing on the podcast altogether for the last couple of months. And when he spoke in this interview how he was sick of fake friends who talk shit behind his back during this entire nightmare, many people inferred that he was talking about Andrew and his crew.
We're supposed to be really good friends and you're saying stuff or letting stuff slide. And I'm like, you're not a bad person. You just really want the fame. And you might be kind of broken if you've seen the other side of fame and you've experienced it and you still want it. There's probably something wrong with you.
And now we do finally have confirmation that Akaash has officially left the Flagrant podcast. Alright guys, here we are on the official announcement that Akaash will no longer be on the Flagrant podcast. It actually is quite ironic that this thumbnail was sitting right here, because that expression, that still shot, is essentially the only reaction we're going to be getting from Akaash at this point. Other than passive-aggressive Instagram post about she ruined his career, saying I sold X amount of tickets, we're going to be just fine. We're not going to get the final radio dispatch call saying, yo, this is Akaash Singh, number 2225, signing off the Flagrant podcast. We're not going to get anything like that, and to me, I think it's because Akaash either does not fuck with Andrew anymore, or he just really does not like the Flagrant audience who has really been tormenting him for the last couple of months.
That's kind of messed up, though, because Andrew, he clearly was making fun of Akaash. And I know he's a comedian, and he's kind of a raunchy comedian, and that's kind of what him and his boys do. But there is some limits. I could joke around with my guys all the time, but y'all ain't finna make jokes about my girl or my wife. Nah, and they know not to do that. So it was he was kind of ridiculing and kind of using them for a while. But wasn't I could be wrong, but wasn't the Flagrant podcast Akaash's podcast, or is he just like a co-owner or something like that? I don't know, but this was pretty big for him, and for him to leave this, that's a major red flag on his current state of business.
Because despite not appearing on the show for this entire year, the comment section on literally every episode has been flooded with remarks about Akaash.
I didn't even know it was like that.
The elephant in the room, no pun intended. Okay. As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience and, selling out Radio City recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe, and literally just like living the dreams that he would tell me about at 2 a.m. when we're eating fucking egg sandwiches at Veselka.
I mean, you do have to remember that Akaash and Andrew really rose to prominence together in a lot of ways. They have made millions of dollars between themselves. And while he will reminisce here about the good times, to me I think that Andrew did not have Akaash's best interest throughout this entire nightmare. I really do think it was his idea to have Jasleen on the podcast, which was like pouring gasoline on a already out of control fire.
I would watch the videos and I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing.
And then obviously on his other podcast, Brilliant Idiots, he was really talking shit behind Akaash's back.
Keep your wife off the motherfucking internet.
And I get, guys, that it's a comedy podcast and it's like, yo, everyone can get the.
What do y'all think about that? Just sparking conversation here. What do y'all think about y'all girls or y'all girl or wife being real internet prominent, real internet famous? On one hand, maybe having a lot of followers on IG or something like that. But that's pretty easy for an attractive woman to do, just post pictures of yourself. But what if she's stating a bunch, what if she's talking a bunch of personal stuff about y'all relationship? What if she starts a channel where she talks about relationship tips and things like that, but she uses y'all relationship in a lot of those tips or whatever? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all want y'all girls to be on the internet like that? Well, it doesn't really matter what you want, but would you be comfortable with that? Or would you prefer to have a woman that's not on the internet, has a low social preference? That's a question I've heard a lot. So I want to know your thoughts on that too.
These jokes, but I could also see how that could rub someone the wrong way or really pour salt on a wound when pretty much everyone is roasting you.
But the experience has put things in perspective for him. And he has made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that. But at the same time, it's very hard not to root for your friend, literally living his dreams. And if he feels he's got to give everything to that, then that's exactly what he's got to do. And we're going to rock with him. We hope you guys continue to rock with him. Go check out the show. We saw the show Radio City. It's phenomenal. You guys should absolutely go check it out. AkaashSingh.com for tickets. So we just wanted to, clear the air. Akaash hasn't been on the pod for a while. We thought it was time that we, talk to you guys about it.
And I do think that for the Flagrant audience, it's almost like their parents sitting them down and finally telling them, yes, we are getting a divorce. I know you can tell that things have been fucked up for a while, little Timmy. Daddy's got a mistress over here, and let me just tell you, it's over. I mean, even just thinking about Akaash's viewpoints, I could see how being in the podcast and the political sphere can get a little bit toxic for your mental health. And if really he just feels like a comedian at heart and that's what he wants to pursue fully, and he feels like he can still bring a lot of money in because obviously he's walking away from a fat bag here, you know, I could see the allure to just being done with this shit, but obviously he's giving away like a massive platform.
It's bittersweet because this is my brother. I love him. I was here day one of this podcast, and it's like, all right, we were started together and together. Bad boys for life.
Yeah.
Some gay shit,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know, something about him not being there just feels really weird to me. Like, this almost feels like a eulogy.
I'm just so fucking proud, like, being at radio.
This is like when Rory and Maul left the Joe Budden podcast. I had to stop watching at that point. This is not the same. It don't hit the same.
Radio City and just seeing,
Crazy.
like, just everybody was animated, like they loved it. Like,
yeah,
I'm just proud of him.
And so, yeah, it is clear by their comments there that they were actually at the Radio City Music Hall show. And I'm guessing that maybe Akaash more or less just snubbed them, because none of these guys posted pictures with him. And all of the various content that Akaash posted around that night, there was not one picture, not one video, not one glimpse of the flagrant guys. I mean, truly, maybe Akaash expected them to stand 10 toes down with him, and when he felt like they didn't, he's like, you know what, fuck you.
I came home from Sweden.
Oh, yeah, his reaction was incredible.
His reaction, like, he didn't even care the cameras are there, jumped up, gave me the biggest fucking bear hug. I didn't know he was that strong.
And you know, obviously everyone has gotten their jokes off at Akaash's expense at this point. But between everyone in this room, I do feel like he's probably the most genuine person. Like, I don't think that he's the type to go around backstabbing people.
I love you, brother, but, you know, we'll see each other, so it's all good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool to see all the venues he's selling out and everything that he's doing. I remember even, like, when I very first came to New York, riding in an Uber with him, and he was talking about this exact thing. Mm-hmm. You know, he's like, yeah, man, like, the pod's cooking, but, like, I want to be that guy. And then now he's doing all the stuff that he said.
Yeah, I mean, something about this just feels so incredibly awkward. It feels almost wrong. I mean, I'm not denying it, guys. If the clips of the wife did not come out, like if she never tried to have this social media presence, which obviously is like quite ironic considering the things that he said about, oh, our wives are not celebrities, they don't have a platform, he would still be cooking on the Flagrant podcast. So in many ways, she did end this phase of his career. And let's just sift through some of the audience feedback. This guy says, poor Akaash, his lady sunk his battleship. Jasleen, you watching, you did this. Damn, she really messed up his life. This is how me and the boys talk after a funeral. He left the wrong person, hope he grows and comes back. I mean, I don't know, if you honestly felt like the guy was going...
I could get with that statement. He did leave the wrong person. Nah. At the same time, Andrew was kind of being a dick to him too. Ooh. But that wouldn't have happened if his wife wasn't doing all that stuff. He was just surrounded by bad people at the end of the day. But I almost feel sorry for dude.
Going to leave his wife over this internet backlash, at least in like the immediate sense. Like honestly, you're probably too parasocial towards this podcast. You are most likely too terminally online. I don't know, I really just think a lot of things can be true in a situation like this.
Then he gets up and does this like Indian dance in front of me. But listen, go out and support Akaash, man. Go send him some messages. Show him some love, dude.
Yeah.
He's the man. He's getting after it, and he's going to continue to crush it.
Yeah. Go get a ticket to the show if there's tickets left.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. The entire segment just had a really strange vibe to it to me. Y'all let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought about this entire thing. I mean, you know, Jasleen is still posting about her materialistic addiction. And I don't know, maybe to them that's just what love is. You know, during that interview that he did, he said something like, oh yeah, she knows I'm very grateful for her. I buy her all of these things.
You know you need to thank her, right?
All the time. I buy her nonstop things.
I know. I see her.
And to me, I don't know. I think that's super strange. I would not want to be in a relationship like that. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. I would say I feel sorry for Akaash. I mean, I do kind of. I do at the end of the day. But really, this is what happens when you marry a woman that is just not good for you, bro. And she's clearly not good for him. I don't even know who she would be good for, because she just looked like she just want to mooch off a bag. This looked like some gold digger technology, if you ask me. I don't know her personally. I don't know him personally, but yeah, that's pretty sad though. He left his main podcast gig. I didn't know he wasn't on there for like a whole month, or I mean year. But still, this is like he can't live this down. Like, bro, he's just gonna have to leave it. And they didn't sign no prenup, so he's gonna come out of some money. But dang, if his business is starting to run low too, then he probably feel like he ain't got a crush to stand on. This is bad, bro. This is a terrible situation. I don't even know what he should do at this point. In the beginning, I was saying he should just leave her just because of the sheer disrespect. But if it's really gonna ruin him financially like that, and he wasn't smart enough to sign a prenup with this woman, then I really don't know what he should do. What would y'all do in this situation? Would y'all stay with her and just keep taking this ridicule? Mind you, you're probably gonna get ridiculed even more for the fact that you're staying with her by people that know about it. And you still gonna have to keep up with her BS. He's still giving her money. He's still, doing whatever household duties that they could have assigned for each other or talked about. He's still doing a lot. She's not doing anything. Let's put it that way. She's not doing anything. So he's still just living through all this, and you can see it in his eyes. You know how you can see in a man's eyes if they're just like messed up inside or something, they heartbroken or whatever, struggling. You can see it in this man's eyes, and you've been able to see it ever since all this business been happening. But yeah, I got no advice for him. Dang, it sucks to suck, bro. I got no advice for him. But what do y'all think? Y'all got some advice for him? What would y'all do if y'all was in this situation? Would you leave and then just let her get that prenup, that no prenup money, and take half your bank or whatever she ends up getting? Or would you stay and just try to deal with it and try to work things out and all that type of stuff? What would y'all do? Because I would have to leave just off the principle. I would just have to leave off the principle and take that L. Because I'd rather take a lump sum L of a chunk of money and then be freed from this prison than to just stay with a demon, bro. You can't just be locked up with a demon, no matter how temporarily happy she may make you from time to time. If you got to get up out that jam, do it sooner than later, because it'll mess with you eternally, bro. For real. But yeah, that's all we got for this. I want to know y'all comments, man. Chop it up with me in the comment section. I reply to everybody. And thank you for tuning in, man. If you like the video, hit me with a like and subscribe for real. It really helps. And it helps me be able to make some more content for y'all. With that being said, as always, man, stay up, stay blessed, stay safe, stay away from these demons. Peace out.